Today we have episode 8, season 2, episode 8 of Getting to Know Your series. And today we have a very special guest, Cody. So let's bring him on. Welcome to the podcast, Cody.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I just had some good food, so yeah, all full.
So first, I'm going to talk about the game today. You guys, I think, lost, right? Against Tejon?
Yep.
Yeah. So what did you think of the game?
I'd probably say it was definitely one of our worst games as a team. Nobody really shot well. I went 1 for 15. Yeah. That was definitely one of my worst games too, personally. But I think they just did a really good job of making us feel uncomfortable the whole game. Rebounding is definitely, a big concern for us too, but I think we're getting better. But yeah, just a lot of lessons to learn from this game. And also, I think right now we're 4 and 5, both of us. So depending on how the rest of the season goes, I think they're a likely matchup for us in the playoffs. So yeah, I definitely want to play them again, beat them this time.
I missed most of the. I think I missed actually all of the game. I got there like in the middle of the second game, so I didn't really get a chance to watch how you guys played. But what was what did you guys play? You guys played man zone. What did they do?
Yeah, we played man. So Tejon actually wasn't there for the first 5 minutes or so. And yeah, we were still playing pretty off. But once Tejon got there, I think James guarded him for the most part. But everyone else really was just hitting their shots. Tejon's hard to guard. Even with I think James did a pretty good job today of guarding him, and he still had 19. Tejon's just gonna score. But with us not hitting our shots, it was just tough to stay in the game.
That's actually impressive because I think Tejon usually gets 25, 20. I think he's averaging 28, 29 on the season. So 19 is not bad.
No, he's definitely he's a really good player for sure.
You guys have everyone on your team today, or
we were missing Joe.
Okay, yep. And I think Vic also. I saw him there, but he said he didn't play. So
yeah, he had a stomach bug coming back from Turkey, but definitely missed those guys. We could have used Vic on the defensive end for Yassine for sure. And yeah, Joe definitely would have helped the shooting because I think we made 1 or 2 threes as a team the whole game. So
wow,
yeah.
How did Idris play?
Usual. He's gonna get 13 boards a game. I think he finished with a double. But he was definitely our best player today for sure.
So how many seasons have you played in this?
In MB? Yeah. So this is my second season. I first started, I think, not this past season, but Winter Ball before that. That was my first year, and that was a good team. We had, I think it was me, Ion, Goes. That's how you say it officially now. Yeah. Just found that out. Both the twins. I love playing with the twins. Those are definitely great guys.
That's right. You were on the youth team. We call them the youth team. But
yeah. And Ibrahim, the other Ibrahim.
Yep.
That was a good team actually. I think we could have made a pretty deep run, but me and Hakeem missed the playoffs.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we were just talking about that the other day. So Hakeem was sick. You were, I think, out of.
I was just gone. I was out of town.
You were out of town.
Yeah.
Ibrahim Jala got hurt. I think he hurt his knee in the first half.
Yeah,
he was out.
He had a lot of injury problems back then, but he was definitely a good player for sure. He would get a solid 10, 12 each game.
Yeah. Yep.
So how did you hear about the league originally?
So I worked at Dick's Sporting Goods with Ion, and it was funny because Ion started working there, and I had no clue he would be good at basketball, and he invited me to a run one time, and I was like, I'll show up. But I realized how good Ion was and all the other guys. So I kept going to some of those, and then eventually Ion asked me. He was like, "Hey, we have this league. Do you think you want to join?" And I was like, "Yeah, for sure. I love basketball." So yeah.
So so far, what are your thoughts on the league?
I love it, honestly. I play in a few leagues, and this is definitely my favorite. Just the brotherhood I think is really cool. Guys like your dad, the older guys, they're really cool too. I didn't know anyone coming in here, and they made it feel they've known me for years. So yeah, I'm really thankful.
So do you think that this season is your best season that you've played, or if not, then what do you think your best season is?
So the first season I played, I started off kind of slow, scoring 8, 6 and stuff like that. But towards the end of the season, my last 2 games, I scored 22 and 30, I think. So that was pretty good. But this year, I'm playing. I think this is probably my best season.
Yeah.
Today was a rough game, but we're definitely gonna get back next weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I think just watching you play from a couple of seasons ago, I remember you didn't get a lot of touches, or you didn't take a lot of shots actually, because you had so many guys on your team, like
Yeah.
all the guys you mentioned.
Especially
But-
like Ion too, because he's a ball handler as well.
Yep. But I think this year, the way you fit onto that team, like it's giving you more chances to, get the ball and shoot more. And I think obviously we can see that you're a great shooter.
Yeah, thank you. And it's nice too because the guys on Laud, James, Idris, even Manveer, they all have confidence in me to take those shots and keep pulling even if I'm not making them. So I appreciate having guys like that pick me up.
Yeah, and we played you guys 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We won't talk about that game too much, but
Yeah.
one of our game plans was to not let Idris drive and not let you shoot.
Yeah.
Right? We kind of did one of those two, and then you killed us with the shooting.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think we go game for game, me and Idris. Especially like even halves too. Like I'll do good the first half and Idris does good the second half. That's why I think we fit together really good.
Yeah. So like overall, how do you like your team?
I think our team, besides rebounding, besides the height, I think we're a great team. I think we run with a lot of teams, which is good. With Tajon's team, it was kind of hard because they run too.
Yeah.
Tajon's just, probably the most athletic player in the league besides IJ. But yeah, I think we can run a lot. I think we're young. I think we're fast. And I think, depending on who we play, I really think we can hang with almost any team. So, yeah.
So far, have you won any chips?
I have not won any championships.
Yeah,
It's
both.
coming very soon though.
I honestly feel like that season when you guys, with the game that we just talked about, the playoffs when you guys were missing, I think your team was probably the team to beat that season.
Yeah.
We had a good team, and obviously, Anwar Wakasa, like those guys had a great team. They beat you guys, but that was a close game, and I think the way your playing style was against theirs, I think they would have had a hard time being able to beat you guys. And it was still a close game, and you guys were missing 3 of your starters. So.
Yeah. I mean, Ion and Maz, they're good, regardless, but, I think we definitely would have won that game. And Almar Rakas, too, they're good, don't get me wrong, but I just think that team overall was, complete.
Yep.
So who is your favorite player on your team?
Ooh, that's tough. I'd probably have to say Idris, just because we play so well together, and I think what I lack, he he's good at, and what he lacks, I'm good at. So I think we just fit really well.
Yeah.
He's the strong, athletic guard. I'm the shooter, patient. Pretty much it. Love all the law guys though.
Yeah. So before we get into personal questions, are there any questions that you want to ask me?
I do. I've been warming this question up. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So if you were a captain,
Yeah.
right, and you had to draft your team, who would you want? How would you draft your team? Give me a starting 5 and then maybe a 6-man.
So realistically, I'm not gonna choose the best 5 guys because I'm probably if I was a captain, I wouldn't be able to draft. So
Okay.
I'm gonna try to give you a realistic.
Give me a balanced.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm curious to see if she puts you on here.
probably IJ if I get the number 1 pick.
Okay.
I would want to get probably the second round. I'm probably a big Andy or Matt or someone.
Okay. Ooh.
Sounds
Andy
like my team so far.
or Matt.
Which one? You gotta pick one.
All right. So you got IJ.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, it depends who's there, but
Imagine both of them. You gotta pick one.
probably Andy.
Andy.
Yeah.
All right. IJ. Andy.
Then third round, I'd probably. I'd probably either want to get I don't know
Do you want to just do your dream starting 5?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
pick your
okay,
top
okay.
5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Because it's tough, right? Because she's trying to figure out
Who's still gonna be on the board?
I know she probably wants to pick you also at
Yeah.
some point,
Yeah.
but then
Yeah.
it's you're not gonna be there in the third, fourth,
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah. So starting 5, definitely IJ. Tajon.
Ooh.
Andy.
A big Andy fan. I like it.
You.
Okay.
Should I give 8 people or 5?
Give me 6.
6?
Yep.
Okay.
So starting 5 and then the 6-man.
Probably David Barber.
Oh,
Kind
I
of
like
connection
that.
him and Andy had last season.
Okay.
And then, was that 5? Yeah, I think that's 5.
Five, yeah.
And then,
No, that's 4, right?
So
IJ,
Tajon, Andy, David Barber.
and then Cody.
Oh, Cody, yeah, that's 5.
Um, Probably
Who's the spark plug off the bench? Who are we bringing in?
trying to think like what else like I would need on.
Should have put like timer on this.
Yeah, right. We should have put a minute.
Oh, I don't know.
Just pick someone else that
Bench.
you would want on the team.
I know it's hard to think of them like on the
Yeah,
spot.
like I'm trying to think like who other like.
You want another big man, another guard, another shooter.
What about like Ian or something like
Yeah,
that?
Ian.
I feel like Ian would be a good
That's-
addition.
I'm trying to think of someone that would be that. Yeah, Ian.
All
I
right.
think, yeah, Ian.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a good.
Yeah.
So we got IJ, Andy, me, David, Ian, and
Tajon.
Tajon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Solid
good
team.
That's a
Yeah.
solid team. All right. That's the only one I got, though. That was the only one
That was
I
a
had.
good question. That was a
Yeah,
good question.
thank you.
So now we're moving to like some of the personal questions. So where are you from?
So I'm from Catasauqua,
Yeah.
Catasauqua, PA. It's like right by Northampton, Whitehall. Yeah.
What about your background? I think we talked a little bit about this in the chat.
What do you mean background?
I think you said you were Puerto Rican, right?
Yeah, so I'm Puerto Rican. My dad's Puerto Rican, and then my mom she's like Czechoslovakian, like
Okay,
Irish.
okay.
So yeah, I'm like 50-50. I like to
Wow.
tell people I'm Australian though, just to get.
You can pass for that.
Yeah,
Definitely,
right.
for sure. Yep.
So how old are you?
23.
So you're still in college?
So I played basketball at El Tri-C for a year, and then I left El Tri-C, and then I worked for like 2 years, and then I got a job at Catasauqua Middle School
Yeah.
that I really liked, and changed my mind, so I'm going back to school now.
Nice. So what originally got you into basketball?
So I used to skateboard a lot, me and my brother, and then I think we just got old of that. We were looking for something new, and we used to be like real into shoes. So I think the basketball shoes, we liked them. So we would wear them to practice and stuff. So we liked that part of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think just growing up, I started playing when I was like 10 maybe,
Yeah.
something like that. But ever since I started playing basketball, I just fell in love with it.
Yeah.
But.
So what other sports do you play?
So I don't really play any other sports now, but growing up, I played like a bunch. I did soccer, football, basketball, track, cross country. I think that might be it actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, basketball is definitely my favorite.
Yeah. Nice. So like currently or recently, have you been playing like any other leagues? Like I know a few
Like
other
basketball
people-
leagues?
Yeah.
So in Caddy, this is Catasauqua. We have like 2 leagues. We have a North Catasauqua league and then a like regular Catasauqua league. We usually play in both, but this year we only played in the one Catasauqua league.
Yeah.
And it's good. It's like a bunch of old college hoopers.
Yeah.
Like they're pretty good. But yeah, we compete pretty well. Mm-hmm.
So you want to go into rapid fire, or is there anything else like you wanted to talk about, or
All right. What's your favorite NBA team?
Celtics?
Is that bandwagon or are you?
Yeah. Why do you like the Celtics?
Yeah.
It's like a really weird reason.
Okay.
So like, I think it was like a few years ago. So like I didn't like kind of know anything. Like I didn't follow up with anything with the NBA or anything.
Okay.
And then like I was playing 2K with one of my other friends. It was like the first time playing 2K. And then like I just chose a random team and then it was the Celtics.
All right.
And then whenever I was using that team, then I really liked Jaylen Brown and Derek White. So then
Derek White.
Yeah.
No Jason Tatum.
I don't know.
Not as much.
Not as much, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so then I started watching them, and then like that's kind of what made me. But I also kind of like I'll root for the Knicks.
The
Almost,
Knicks?
Yeah.
I think the Knicks are a good team this year too.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, we can go in rapid fire now.
You have a minute to answer all these.
Oh jeez. See, I've seen a lot of people like not finish it in time.
Yeah.
I want to get in there.
Okay, ready?
Mhm.
3, 2, 1. Favorite player in the league?
Idris.
Okay, that's Idris or James.
Idris.
Zone or man?
Man.
Kia or Tejan?
Kia.
Football or basketball?
Basketball.
Cookies or brownies?
Brownies.
Favorite food?
Halal.
Lake house or beach house?
Beach house.
Coffee or soda?
Coffee.
Offense or defense?
Offense.
Nicest player in the league?
Nicest?
Yeah.
Like personality wise?
Yeah.
Matt. No, not Matt. That's a good question actually.
15 seconds.
Dawood.
Movies or books?
Movies.
Skittles or M&M's?
Skittles.
Rumla or Ruffa?
Romla.
It
Hershey's or Isherworks?
It work.
Nice.
Yeah. My
You did
apologies.
that? No, you're good.
Yeah, you read it.
Yeah.
I did it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let's go.
That's a good question about the nicest person. I would say it would be Uthman.
Ooh.
Uthman, like he's like the nicest, most like.
Yeah. And I think,
chill, yeah.
last season,
No, he is.
James won it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I think,
James won nicest player of the league.
last season.
Sportsmanship.
Sportsmanship, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Hasib's out for that right now. I don't think he's. I don't think he's in the running anymore.
Yeah. Man, so I know we got to the rapid fire and other stuff, but I wanna talk a little bit about who do you guys have left on the schedule?
So we have Romla,
Yep.
Ion's team, and then we have who's the
I
next
can
one?
pull it up.
Whoever you played the first game of the season will be the last game.
No, the second.
You guys played,
second game
I
of the
think,
season.
Morning's team.
Monim's team, yeah, Kia.
Yeah.
Because that was my first game.
Yeah.
Because I missed the first week.
Yeah, so what they did was the last two games are flipped from the first two games of
Oh,
the season.
so the second game would be your.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah,
yeah, we
so-
play Kia next then.
Then you guys play Kia, and then you guys will play on Steam after that. Okay. So
No, it's Ayan Smith and Kia.
oh, it is on Steam and then Kia.
Yeah.
Interesting. So what can we look at the standings real quick? I want to kind of see where everyone kind of
Yeah.
is at right now. All right. So taking a look at this, right now you guys are 4-3.
Mm-hmm.
Dear Yasin is 4-3. So for you guys to really move up and potentially get second seed, you guys probably need to win your next two games.
Yeah, we definitely need to win the next.
Sheikh Jarrah's, you guys don't play Sheikh Jarrah, but you guys have a chance because you guys are playing Ramla,
Yeah.
and we play Dear Yasin and we play Janine. So we can help you guys with one of those games.
Are you guys gonna have Ajay for the rest of the season? Or
I
do you not know yet?
believe, I don't know for sure yet. I know, so at the beginning of the season he had mentioned to me he may miss a couple of games at the end of the season.
Okay.
So I'll find out probably in a couple of days like what the deal is.
No, yeah.
So usually what we do is like around middle of the week we'll send out a poll in our team chat.
Who's gonna be there?
Who's gonna
not?
be there? Who's not? So we can kind of game plan, and then based off of that, in the next couple of days we'll kind of talk a little bit about like what our game plan should be.
Okay.
So and the reason why I'm looking at the standings is because I want to see if playoffs were to start right now, you guys would play Dear Yasin.
Yeah.
So how comfortable do you feel about that matchup just having played them now?
So off of today's game, I really do think that was just a bad game, like for the whole team. Nobody was really hitting shots. But I think if we play as well as we did maybe against you or the game before, I think we played Al Khalil,
Yeah.
Anwar. I think if we play up to there, we'll be able to stand a chance. But if we play it like anywhere like we did today, it's gonna be a rough game.
Yeah.
Tejan's just so hard to guard, really.
Yeah. And I think that was one of the things we talked about in the beginning of the season about the size on your team.
Yeah.
And when you play a guy like, I think you guys are better suited to play teams like, even like a Kia's team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like they have Jacob and they have Ismail, but they're not like their primary go-to guys.
Yeah.
So you guys can kind of like, hang in there against them.
Mm-hmm.
But like a team like Tejan's team, a team like L's team, Gaza with Soli now.
Yeah, I think
those
that's-
teams are problems, right?
That's a big addition because we played Yasin. I don't think they had Sully yet. They still had Wakas.
Wakas, yeah.
Yeah, but I think Sully. Whatever L props to you. Whatever you're doing with Sully, I think it's working out. I think Sully, even just his mannerisms or his manner, I think he's just more confident and he knows a little bit more about what he's doing now. So props to you guys.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I noticed today there was a couple of plays where Sully had the ball. He made some good passes, he made some good reads, and then he went to the bench because there was a play earlier where I saw him. He brought the ball down pretty low, and a guy that big, you don't need to bring the ball down.
Yeah, just keep it
the
high.
ball up, right?
Yeah.
So I saw him on the bench, and I just yelled over to him. I'm like, "Hey, Sully, don't bring the ball down because then they could steal it from you.
Yeah.
And he was like listening, like, okay, gotcha.
Like reactive, yeah.
Reactive, like it wanted to get that feedback. Whereas beginning of the season, I felt like he didn't want to really listen to anyone, right?
See,
so big props.
Big props to O. Because I feel like Sully has a lot of potential. Like he's still young, like 18, right?
I think so. 17?
17?
I think.
No way.
Because he played 2 seasons ago and he was 16.
Yeah.
So he's probably either 17 or 18.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he's definitely got a lot of potential, and I think L's doing a lot for him.
Yep.
So the last game of the season, right? You're playing Monum's team.
Mm-hmm.
So earlier in this season, like your team got like blown up. But then now you have Manveer and Victor. And were you there the first game? I don't.
So
Yeah.
actually, I think I mixed it up. I wasn't there for the Ramla game.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I was there for Kia's game. Actually, I'm not sure to be honest. But
You can.
no, actually, because I wasn't there for the Kia game because Kia
Yeah.
snapped. He had like, what was it, like 35, 40 maybe?
Yeah. Yeah. So how do you think you guys are gonna like do like with you being there, and now you guys have Manveer and Victor?
I think Manveer and Victor. I think they were good pickups. I think Manveer. I think he's struggling a little bit. I think he's still a solid player though. I think he's gonna be able to pick it up soon. But with Kia, it's just so hard because he's so quick. And he gets the shot off so fast. But I think IJ played pretty good deal on him today. So if we just kind of follow what IJ did today, I think we'll be all right with either Idris or James on Kia. I think we can switch those guys, but I think we compete with any team, so I think we have a chance.
Yeah, it looks like your first 2 games, you played Sheikh Jarrah, you weren't there for that game.
Mm-hmm.
Then you guys played Ramla, and you were there for that game.
That's it, yeah.
Yep.
So they did swap
when
them.
Yeah.
you guys. Yeah.
This was your first time facing Deir Yassin with Tejan.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Interesting. Any teams you prefer to play in the first round?
To be honest, I feel more comfortable playing Kia and Monum's team rather than Deir Yassin. Because honestly, Deir Yassin's not even just Tejan. Like Yassin, he's just so small. Like even if I try and dribble, like his hand's just there.
Yeah.
Plus he's like pretty strong too. So it's not just all Tejan. That's just props to the whole team. But I'd probably feel more comfortable facing Kia's team. Which one's Gaza? Is that
That's
L?
L. Yep, that's L. Yep, Gaza is L.
Honestly, pretty much any team besides you guys and Deir Yassin, I think we have a chance with.
Yep.
Even though we have a chance with you guys, I'm not saying that, but yeah.
I mean, you guys played heck of a game against us, right?
Yeah.
You guys played exactly the way you guys wanted to play. You guys ran up and down the court, outran us, caused I think 17 turnovers.
Yeah.
A lot of those turnovers eventually were not just you guys pressuring us, but just making bad passes because we just
You were playing at our pace, kind of.
Yeah. Yep.
Who is your favorite person that you've played with so far?
Favorite person that I've played with? I'm going to say besides Idris, actually, I like playing with Saad. The Saad on our team, I don't know his last name.
Yeah, that's Saad Khurshid.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's always happy. He's always trying to do the right thing. Also with, what's his name? Raheel. Rahil's also fun to play with. I think just those guys, they're in the right spots. They try and feed the scorers, and they just do the dirty work, like the rebounding and stuff like that. They just hustle. So I'd probably say that. I like guys who try their best and try and go in there and give it all they got.
Which team do you prefer? This team from this season or the other youth team? That you guys have?
That's a tough one.
Ooh, that is a tough one. I'd probably say this team, just because I have a little bit of a bigger role on this team, and it feels good. But yeah, I'd probably say this team.
Who is one person in the league, right now, that you would want to play with that you haven't already?
Ooh, I saw you ask someone else this, and I was thinking about it too. Let's see. I would like to say IJ, just because I feel like his facilitating and his steals, I wouldn't have to do much. I would just have to, spot up and shoot and do that kind of stuff. Other than IJ, I would probably say David.
David Barber?
Yeah. I feel like he'd just get rebounds and just pass it out to me.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I know you asked me about the starting your dream 6 or like the 5 of the bench.
Mm-hmm.
So what are both of your guys'?
Were mine and his?
Yeah.
I'll let you go first.
I would go IJ. I wouldn't take Tejan because I feel like you have two guys that kind of do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I would take a big man. If I had to pick between, it's a tough one. If I had to pick a center, I'd probably go Sully because of his size and potential, and
Yeah.
I think IJ would be able to like really guide him really well.
That's smart.
I would go with you at point guard.
Appreciate that.
Actually, I would probably put you at shooting guard.
Yeah.
I would put a guy like L at point guard.
Oh.
And I would probably put Andy as the other power
So you're saying Andy
forward.
over Matt?
No, I'm saying I'm going by position, right? So if I'm going center, like kind of coming down that list, even though I guess IJ is point guard also, but I would like that type of rotation. And then on the coming off the bench, I would probably go. So if this is my dream team to put together, obviously I'm on that team. I would go Chris.
I was gonna say Chris.
Yeah.
I was gonna put Chris in mine.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not bad. I like that. For me, I'll probably go Chris. I'll put you on there. I'll go IJ. So Chris, IJ, Chris at the 5, IJ at the 3. I'll put myself on there, but besides me, I'll take Ion. Ion at the 1. We'll go at the 2. I'll put Key at the 2. And then I'll go David at the 4.
Who's coming off the bench?
Oh yeah, I forgot about the bench. Take Idris off the bench.
Oh, Idris.
Mhm.
That's really right. Yeah. I was going back and forth between Idris and L, but I think on this roster that I picked, I just need someone that's going to facilitate.
Yeah.
So that's why I went
Yeah,
with
no,
L.
that's smart.
Yep. You alright? So I have another question.
Yeah.
You brought over some cupcakes today.
I did.
Can you tell us a little bit, the background of the cupcakes?
The cupcakes, yeah.
Yeah.
So, my mom, I think it might have been like 5th grade or something like that. My mom started a cupcake shop. It's called Blondies in Catasauqua. And yeah, she's pretty well known like around the towns around here. She was actually on Cupcake Wars, and she got to fly out there. She got to compete. She didn't win, but yeah, she had a lot of fun. And she watches the pod all the time.
Oh, wow.
So we watch it together actually, and yeah, she supports what you're doing. She likes you, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we definitely want to thank you guys for watching that and thank her for watching that. I think we want to definitely, maybe we'll put her information into the podcast so that way
put it in
people
the
at the league can
description.
support as well. Yeah.
For sure.
It was really, really good. Yeah.
You liked it? Good.
Nice. Anything else?
Oh,
Yeah, let's do predictions, huh?
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I like that. All right.
All right, let's go. Isha, why don't you take over this?
Okay.
Because I already know who I'm picking. So one thing I don't like about the website is unless you're signed in, which signs you out right away, it always defaults to New Jersey first for the scores.
Jersey, man.
Yeah. All right, let's go, Isha.
All right. First game, Shara versus Gaza.
So it's L
L
versus
Monim's team.
L versus Monim's team. I would like to pick L. With him and Sully, I think that they're getting better, but I think I gotta take Kia and Monim's team.
Second is I gave mine earlier, but yeah, I'd go Monim's team.
Monim's team?
Go to L's team.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Dear Yassin or El Khalil Osman's team versus Anwar's team.
Is Anwar's team gonna be healthy next week? Do you know? Everyone there?
I think they all look like they're not healthy.
I didn't stay much of that game, so but yeah, I think I'm gonna take Usman's team.
So I think on the last podcast, Mahid was here, so I picked Anwar's team. So I'm gonna go. Who are they playing? Whoever they're playing, that's what I'm gonna take.
Janine versus Rafa.
So it's Basine versus them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta give it to them.
And then the last game, which is your team.
Woo! Thunder.
I don't know if you guys could hear that, but
Let's go.
it was crazy.
Your team
Perfect timing,
versus
too.
Rumla.
Yeah, right?
As soon as you keep saying your team.
Yeah. Well, it's Laud all day, but I think it's definitely gonna be a good game.
Who is it, Load versus?
Leon's team.
That's gonna be tough. I think you guys have like both your teams are built with like speed. They have the size factor.
They do have the
so
size
that's why
factor.
I think I would go with them just because I think it's gonna be tough for you guys to be able to stop like Chris.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
And
my
Ian.
thing.
Yeah, I mean not Ian. Yeah.
We might be able to stop like Ion and Ian,
Yeah.
but even like Maz,
Yeah.
like it's just they're gonna be hard to
And
compete with. But I think we're gonna play better.
I think Amar's back also. But he was out for like a few weeks.
Oh, that's right.
So that's their fifth starter, right?
Okay.
So he'll be back too. So their starting five is very, very tough.
Yeah.
That size.
Still taking load though, all day.
Yeah, mine because like the whole like size thing. Like I don't know I don't know who's gonna be able to stop Chris.
Yeah, I mean that's a fair assumption, but you know we'll see. We'll let the game decide.
I'll give you a tip. So if you want to stop Chris, you can bring some of that halal food to the game. You'll be done.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not worried about Chris.
Yeah, oh.
We're not worried about Chris.
Oh. Well, the way he played today, I wouldn't be either.
Yeah. No, but it'll be fun though. I'm excited.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
What's your favorite game of the week? Which one are you looking forward to the most?
The last game, your team versus Leon's team.
Yeah.
I think that's
I think that's a consensus.
because
for
you
the
guys
game.
are obviously winning yours. First one might be close, but I still think one of team's gonna win. And then the second game, I think that one. Oh, I forgot. Tejan. Yeah, who do you think is gonna guard Tejan
Who's playing?
on which team?
Gotta be on one, right? Or Mahad. I guess.
If I was them, I would honestly actually put a combination of Saad and Sulaiman on Tejan and try to kind of not saying leave somebody open on that on Tejan's team, but you have to double him. He's the guy that's gonna beat you.
It's
So,
always
take your
like
chances.
you're always in help playing
Yeah.
with Tejan
Yep.
or against Tejan.
Yep.
Yeah, I might switch it because I forgot that. I don't know why I was thinking that. I don't know what. Okay, yeah, but yeah, just want to see.
Yeah. I mean, I think your game definitely is going to be the game to watch because not only I think it's a great matchup, but you guys are also like right there in the standings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're real
So
close.
this game.
This is gonna be a
important.
big game.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yep.
Good.
That's it.
Good.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
thank
Yeah,
you so
thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, of course.
So make sure you guys buy the coffee
And the cupcakes.
Yep.
And the cupcakes.
and the cupcakes.
I did have 3 cups of coffee today. I will say, very good.
Thank you so much for watching. It's your work signing off.